Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is late Sunday night, and I mean like after midnight late. But I want to put together a little something, just some thoughts that I've had. Not really thoughts, but some observations. Welcome new subscribers and old subscribers alike. My name is Jeff. I'm a reseller. Been doing it since 2011, full-time since 2014. We're gonna do mostly what sold today on my store because it has been forever, and there's some cool things that have sold. Little update on how things are going with my stores on eBay. Sales have been strong this weekend, but it's also on the heels of probably one of the slowest weeks that I've had in a long time. Now, what is significant about this is last Thursday, not the Thursday we just had, the Thursday prior to that, I was feeling frisky, changed my shipping the same day, made my cutoff time 5 a.m. I learned that from Primo, a little bit of a trick. So, you know, someone would have had to have bought before 5 a.m. my time to get it shipped out same day, but it's still same day. Wanted to see if it would make any difference in the eBay algorithm, in glitches. I'm a glitch reseller. I almost forgot. It's so late. I have a tea steeping, a non-caffeinated tea. This is Hayfro After Hours. And yeah, so anyhow, where was I? Same day. I don't even like one day, to be honest with you. I prefer 3-day shipping. But so I'm like, okay, let's see if it makes any difference in glitch. I changed it the same day, and I'm telling you, I had the worst week I've had in a long time. Now, could have been lots of different things going on. It could have just been sales sucked in general on the platform. How were your guys' sales for the week last week compared to kind of like what you're used to seeing? And so I changed it back on Thursday. I was like, I'm done with this. Maybe it was Friday. I'm done with this same day stuff. Friday and Saturday I started changing it back. And it changes policy, so you kind of have to delete things, and it creates policies when you sent offers out. And it really is kind of a pain in the butt switching your shipping policies. But got everything switched back to 2- and 3-day shipping, and my sales exploded over the weekend. Today is the best day that I've had in quite some time. I think I had a total of 14 sales for like $385, and I even had a $110 offline sale. I might have the picture of it was like an indigenous carving, wooden carving. I don't want to say I liquidated some things, but I sold things for cheaper just to kind of get rid of them. And then he taught me something about the difference between like wooden carvings and then some that are on, I think he said particle board. And so those ones are not worth that much. So I kind of looked at it like a learning experience. I still doubled my money. No, I didn't double my money. I was probably all in for maybe $20. So still 5 times my money. And you know, wanted to make up a little bit of the dentist bill that I had last week. So, yeah, sales have been strong this weekend, and all kinds of different things sold. Like, you're going to get to see some of the things that sold. So let's just jump right into it. Oh, the other thing was, I ended up getting a late on each of my stores because you try to please the algorithm and then you get out of your routine. So because I wasn't used to same-day shipping, yeah, I mean, it's always something, right, guys? So yeah, so I'm going to flip it around. I'm going to get my tea, and we're gonna look at some things that sold. There was a cool thing that sold today. There was a nice little story attached. I'm gonna read the comment that I got from the guy, and it's comments like this which kind of keep me vested in what I do. You'll see what I mean. Before I switch the camera around, two things I wanted to say. eBay glitch. If you're watching, no, seriously, eBay, if you're watching, I have a suggestion for you for the search. Do you remember with Google, they used to have a feature, and maybe they still do, like, so you could type in Google what you're searching for, and then you could kind of have a surprise me. You could type in what you're looking, but then you can click surprise me, and it would kind of take you down, like, not exactly, it would give you other things. Wouldn't that be cool with eBay, is if you could, you know, I know they're trying to predict what a customer wants, or they're just basically trying to figure out how they can upsell them in the most profitable way for them. Search results be damned. You know, don't give them what they want. But wouldn't it be nice if the functionality of the platform was such that you could search for exactly what you're looking for, but then you could also type something in and let the algorithm kind of surprise you? I think that would be a great idea that would make the site fun, instead of, so you're giving the buyer an experience based on how they're feeling. Let me know what you guys think of that. I think it's brilliant, to be honest with you. I think it would be something unique to, you know, to like an e-commerce, and maybe, I mean, maybe it's not even unique. Maybe there's other sites out there that have something like that, but it's kind of like a hybrid. It's kind of like, you know, you've got your search to where buyers can actually find what they're looking for without unnecessary. I mean, if you're looking for a hat, you shouldn't be getting shirts. You shouldn't be getting shoes. You should be getting hats. And if you put in a specific style of hat, you should only be getting that kind of hat, unless you type in the glitch, surprise me button. And then it kind of gives you things that maybe you don't know that you want, but you're feeling adventurous. The other thing was, I had an awesome sourcing day yesterday, and it didn't cost me a dime. It was, I'm helping my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law. They're both doing something different. They're both moving, downsizing, and I was able to intercept a donation that they were just going to go and give to Goodwill or Value Village. And you know, Value Village is on my radar. I'm really starting to feel like making some videos about calling their stuff out, because honestly, you guys would be shocked what they are asking for things. It is ridiculous. I think the last 4 times I've gone there, I haven't bought a thing. I did buy this tonight. What did I do with it? I think this is Thai, because I have a Thai mask similar to this. I don't know. I think it's pretty awesome, and I've never seen one like this. I have a different one. It's got a really weird feel. It almost feels felty, but I know it's wood. But I don't know how they do this. But yeah, this is the first thing I think I've bought at Value Village in a long time. And some of the stuff that I picked up for free yesterday, high sell-through rate stuff too. You guys will see. But I'm trying to list it first locally, and we're gonna see if I can sell it that way. Because if it's high sell-through, why sell it on eBay if you've got other things that you can list? All right, I'm gonna flip you guys around. All right, story time, guys. So we're gonna start with this Spawn book right here. Spawn 264. Again, Spawn, one of my biggest all-time selling comics series ever. I mean, I've probably, because I've actually sourced more Spawn, because I know it sells, I mean, I've probably sold just as much Spawn as I have Amazing Spider-Man and Batman. It's just a good seller. So anyhow, so this guy paid $23 for this, and then I upsold him on this lot. So then he added another 7 more. I gave him free shipping. I gave him a little bit of a deal. And yeah, I'm okay. And so going back to sales, and you know, we all know January was atrocious. I think the 3rd week into January, I was down 50% when I compared where we were at in the 3rd week of January to the 3rd week of January in 2023. So basically, since this year has started out so poorly, I've been trying to get back to even. And as of right now, right meow, I am down 10%. So I've been able to recoup, and it's partly because I'm accepting just about everything within reason, although I did actually have a $100 offer on an item that was discounted down to $115, and he was trying to get another $15 off of it, and it was actually more than fairly priced. It was actually undervalued at $115, so I countered. I wasn't going to do any lower, and I haven't heard back from him. So I'm most likely, I need to remember what that item was. I can't even remember because I need to adjust that price. You guys do that? I do it all the time. Like if I'm running a markdown sale, and I'm running a pretty aggressive markdown sale, 15%, I don't ever really normally go that high. But if that markdown sale takes something down to undervalued levels and people make me offers trying to get it cheaper, and I'm actually, in my opinion, the cheapest by a lot, I'll actually reprice it. Like, I'm not in the desperation mode trying to get sales. The Cinema supposed to be Purgatorio. I'll show you because there's some creepy covers here. I misspelled. That's probably why it has taken so long for this to sell, because I had it misspelled in the title. Oh my goodness. I was just thinking about how some of these covers can give you nightmares. I need to make a note. eBay was in my dream last night again. Let me see if I can remember to tell you guys when I'm facing you. It was pretty funny. Anyhow, so yeah, that sold for, there were like 4 or 5 different comics in that lot. That sold for $39 plus shipping. This action figure, I bought a lot of these action figures and they just don't sell. Every once in a while one will sell. I will be glad when they're gone. I bought them super cheap, and yeah, that's probably why I got them super cheap. This IKEA tent cover, gazebo cover, sold for $42 shipped. This home movies. I think this is like an Adult Swim cartoon, or let's see here. I don't know, but I know. So he made an offer. This is almost one of those cases where it was $15, like discounted, and or no, it was $18. Anyhow, he tried to get it for $10, and I was severely underpriced. I was actually okay if he canceled. This is a series. If you can find, I think there's two or 3 seasons. Sometimes if you have all 3, they'll sell for like anywhere between $60 and $80. So this is a series I've never heard of. I don't even, this must have been either in a lot that I bought, or I had got some DVDs for free actually. So I'm not sure, but yeah, they sold for $21 shipped. And then let's see here. Yes, this is a cool story. So I bought this at a thrift store. It's what are the measurements on this? It was 10 by 12, so not incredibly big. So I did list it on eBay. I just thought it was gorgeous. And so you've got that. And then on the back was this. I have no idea what, anybody have any idea what this could mean? Any of you who've worked in museums? Maybe you might know. Anyhow, I had no idea the value and tried to sell it local. No dice. And so somebody picked it up last night for $70 plus shipping and handling. And I had this note. Dear sir, I just purchased your La Bodega del Medio painting with the girl in the front and the Cuban tavern. I am sorry I could not help you with any knowledge on the back, because in the listing I had asked if anybody knows anything about what this thing on the back was. Kindly let me know. And you know, I do get people who bite on that, like, and it helps me to identify different things. You know, by and large, I have had great positive experiences with the buyer community, giving feedback on things like that. Anyhow, he bought this for his sister. Oh, last night was the first time for me to try Cuban food at a local restaurant of the same name. I bought this for my sister who treated me for last night's experience. I wanted to do something nice back. Just wanted to thank you for being the instrument in that. So I thought that was a pretty cool message, and packaged it up very securely, and he will be getting that very soon. How to make ESP work for you. This book sold for $25 shipped. Dogma is a CD, a DVD that I know there's something about this, like nobody, like the people who have the rights to this, it's nowhere, you can't watch this, I think, anywhere, like legally anywhere. This sold within a day. I bought this at a garage sale, no, a church sale that I went to last week, and I paid 75 cents for it, and it sold for 20 plus shipping. There was a Spawn book. A North Face shirt sold for 16 shipped. I either got this for free or I got this in a like one of those church sales where you fill a bag and you pay by donation. A couple Starbucks mugs. These things used to go for a lot more than they do. These two, there were two of them, one for Vancouver Island and one for Canada, and they sold for $47 shipped. One of these Michelob light posters, I've got probably another 35 of these, sold for 20 plus shipping. A couple Wonder Woman graphic novels sold for 33 shipped. A Bad Religion CD, 17 shipped. And for the ladies, all men are not created equal. Beefcake Hot Guy vintage poster. You remember these things you'd see in girls? You know, when I remember, you know, going and to like do a stay over at a friend's house, and maybe he had an older sister and she had pictures, like posters like this all over the wall. Anyhow, paid 75 cents for this at a garage sale last summer. Sold it for $21 and plus shipping. Thought it was pretty funny. In my mind, I was like, I remember I bought a Top Gun poster. I bought everything that they had. They had like 8 posters. They were all like 75 cents each. So I'm just like, you know what? I'm just going to take them all. And I remember seeing this and I'm like, I'm going to sell this. I know someone's going to pay me a decent premium for this. All right. I just had to stop to queue up the next few, listening to some Arctic Monkeys, keeping me motivated right now. I really wish we could actually have, like, I wish copyright didn't exist. Anyhow, sold this coffee mug for, how much did I sell that for? It was $34 including shipping. And this was such a cool coffee mug. Like, it had the right size handle, had an awesome design. I think this is from a place in Portland, and I really wanted to keep it for myself. It was just, you know, I don't really keep much. There's very few things. Like, if it would have had a chip in it, I would have kept it, because then I wouldn't have been able to get a premium. But this was an awesome, awesome coffee cup. Let's see here. A couple Sloan CD lot sold for 25 shipped. A couple manga. These sold for 34 shipped. Trade paperback, had a little sketch in it. that sold for $16 including shipping. Sold this Lana Parrilla. Apparently she's an actress in Once Upon a Time. I had taken a picture of this and put it on IG, and she actually liked it. Her and her partner both liked it. I don't even know how they found it because I don't think I tagged or used any hashtags or anything. It kind of blew me away that they found it. But this is filmed in Vancouver. I accepted an offer for $30 plus shipping on this. This was basically, you know, this week, not much was selling. I figured I probably could have gotten more out of it if I could have held onto it longer, but I paid $4 for it at a thrift store. This Iron Maiden Legacy of the Beast little figurine sold for, how much? No, this sold for $25 plus shipping. This Lego, a couple Daisy Duck Lego keychains sold for $15 plus $15 shipping going to Poland. Sold a fantastic, oh wait, there. I buy these kind of like fashion magazines if I get them cheap. Like cheap for me is like $1.50. This was pretty thick. You know, it's got Beckham on the cover. You know, there's always gonna be Beckham fans out there. And it wasn't in the best condition. This sold for $28 including shipping. Where are we at? Scooter magazine. There were two, no, not magazine, comic. There were two of them. These sold for $24 plus shipping. This is one of those paraliminal CDs where you kind of listen while you're meditating or something to do with your subconscious. This was a canceled order. I don't know what the deal was. He initially wanted to add another one, and then he just decided he doesn't want any of them. So, no worries. So the Immortal Weapon, this 5-issue comic book set sold for $22 shipped. I accepted a lower offer. This IKEA Grunthal, it's like a stainless steel hanging rail thing. There were two of them in here, and the two total sold for $100 including shipping. I believe it's discontinued. Definitely be on the lookout. Again, you know, I tell you guys all the time, IKEA discontinued stuff can be highly sought after. Those IKEA shoppers, they like their IKEA stuff. This La Crusette brazier lid. This was ours. We wrecked the cooking portion, the pot part, and we almost just threw everything away. And then I looked at it and I'm like, you know, I bet someone's gonna buy this. And I tried to sell it local, no takers, and you wouldn't believe how many messages I got because people cannot read. They thought I was selling the lid and the bottom part for $50. Well, no, I actually had it listed for higher. I accepted an offer for $50 plus shipping and handling. Somebody in Toronto bought this, and they were so ecstatic that they found this. I don't know what they did. Obviously, they must have broke their lid. Sidney Crosby, tiny little figure. This sold for $19 shipped. And this Apprenticed to Magic book. This was out of my huge book lot last summer. You know, I think there's two books. This and the ESP, and this sold out of that. I still probably have so many books left out of that to sell. Anything by W.E. Butler that is old, that's not like current printings or anything like from the 80s or 70s, they will sell. This sold for $63 including shipping. All right, just a few more, and then we're going to take a quick look at the stock chart just the day before, 2 days before the earnings. So the Slosh Maraude, it's an incomplete set. These sold for $15 shipped. This Walking Dead, I believe this was the person who bought this, and then they ended up buying a whole bunch more. I mean, like $200 more. So I think we're close to getting, I think we might be right about where I last did a what sold for this particular channel or this particular store, but I'll just finish. Young Living orb, a diffuser. Young Living is one of those network marketing companies that you are allowed to sell on eBay. That sold for $27 shipped. These adorable Hello Kitty little piggy banks sold for $52, including shipping. And this Champion fanny pack, which I am not a fanny pack user. This was a Christmas gift of all things, like 2 Christmases ago. And it was like stashed away in a closet somewhere, and I listed it. I didn't get much out of it. I got $12, including shipping. And then the last one is this Milo Manera, who's one of my favorite artists. I just love the way he draws. Bought this at a Value Village, actually, for, I think I paid $5 for it. And I ended up selling this for, I think it was $30 plus shipping. I think I accepted an offer. And so let's go look at the stock chart. If I'm not caught up, I'm close to it. You don't need to see every single sale. And if I am caught up and I went over, well, I apologize. So first thing we're going to take a look at is eBay on a monthly, weekly, daily chart. Monthly, the little rally that we've had is completely normal. It is not bullish yet. It is just completely normal. It's filling in some of this. It's knocking right up against resistance. You can see right here we're in an ascending, it's like a wedge formation is what it's called, and it's neither bullish or bearish in itself. You kind of have to look at the current trend that we're in to kind of judge which way this could break. But you can see here, this is getting close to bouncing up into this resistance. If you can imagine this line extending a little bit more. And the other thing was, you can see this line right here. It's right here, resistance, and then it gapped up, and then this gap, you can see how like gaps tend to be filled in technical analysis, and you can see it almost filled here. I wouldn't be surprised if over the next 2 sessions, because the eBay reports at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday, so we still have 2 trading sessions to go before earnings are going to be released. And so many times I will see a stock rally a little bit. This is a weak rally. I mean, this is not really even a rally, but it has come up. I see stocks rally up, and then when the earnings come out, they fall. Now, maybe eBay is holding an ace in its hand. Maybe there's some news or something that they've got that could potentially cause this stock to go up. I don't know. I mean, I think personally, earnings are going to disappoint. I think they're going to continue with lower guidance. And it's really just a matter of what are the earnings? What are the earnings from promoted listings? And how much more does Wall Street think that eBay can continue on its current path? And whether or not there's like room for actual serious growth, not just touting how much you're making off of the promoted listings / pay for placement is kind of really what they should call it. But another thing I want to point out, this is the NASDAQ, and you can see that, you know, we've gone essentially nowhere since 2021, since we peaked in 2021. And this is a very dangerous. So stocks will follow what the general market does, and you can see how the NASDAQ's been rallying and eBay's kind of basically been underperforming. Let's go back to, so this is it's the weekly chart. So, and this is a weekly chart. So you've got, let's get rid of this chart. So you've got from the end of 2021, so that would be here. And so this was the peak, the previous peak on the NASDAQ. And you can see the NASDAQ basically did this. It did like, think like a cup. Whereas we've kind of just, eBay, glitch, we're all in this. It's gone down and it's just kind of flat. But the NASDAQ has rallied back. So eBay is not keeping up with the NASDAQ. It's not keeping up with the indexes. It's underperforming. Now we have a situation on the NASDAQ where it is running into some serious resistance. We're already in the longest bull market in history by many, many years. So a pullback is imminent, but people have been saying that for years. But also, nothing just goes straight up. So eventually, the people who are negative on the stock market will be right, eventually. But my point is if this proves to be some sort of short-term top, and it starts to go down, that does not bode well for eBay stock as well. So to imagine eBay going up while the NASDAQ is going down, to me, is unthinkable, unless eBay has some sort of ace in their hand, that they've got something new coming out, or if for somehow that they blow out earnings and they can prove to Wall Street that their system is what their grand plans are working. That would be tremendously bullish. So we're just got to wait and see. 2 more days, 2 more sleeps. Sunday, Monday, 2 more sleeps. All right, guys, that's all I got. I've got a bunch of packages going out this weekend, so it felt normal this weekend. So hopefully things can continue, but I know that it's not the story for everybody. So let me know how your guys' earnings are doing. Let me know how your sales are doing. And as promised, story time. It was a weird dream. I don't even remember much of it, but I remember this. I remember that I was in, it felt like some sort of hospital ward that I couldn't leave voluntarily if I wanted to. And I remember they were taking my blood pressure. So a male nurse was taking my blood pressure, and he goes over to an older nurse. It was bizarre. She had long, straight, white hair, and she was dressed not for her age, let's just say. And he says to her what my blood pressure was, and her response to him was, have him check his eBay listings. So this is what she told him to tell me. And I could hear her telling him. And she's literally telling him to have him go and go over his eBay listings and make sure that all the item specifics are up to date. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I know that there's still all kinds of issues with my listings. I remember, I know I've sold similar on items in the past, and I didn't update things, and I remember thinking in my dream, I'm screwed. I'm never getting out of here. And then I fall asleep. In my dream, I fall asleep, and I'm aware that I'm dreaming inside a dream. So it was very Inception-like, which I think is kind of cool that I was conscious enough to know that. And I wake up on a lawn chair, and they're both of them are on lawn chairs looking at me. And then, I don't know, I think I woke up. But again, I don't like that I'm dreaming these things at all. It's in my subconscious, and I want it out. I don't want it in there. So anyhow, guys, have a great, hope you guys are having a great Monday. That's when you guys are going to be seeing this. I'm probably going to premiere it. I probably won't be up, but I hope you all have a great chat on the premiere. And peace and blessings to you guys. And thumbs up, thumbs down. Hopefully you made it this far. And we will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye. Bonus cuts. I almost forgot I had these queued up. This is what I sold today. Local. So, yeah, I sold this carving. Let's see here. I think I have close-ups. So this is the wood one. This was done by Andrew Malish of the I'm not sure what the nation is. I think I figured it out on. Did I put it on the listing? Namjas Nation. And then this carving, that one, and that one. So there were, I guess there were 4 of them. Yeah, there were 4 small ones. I still have this one. I forgot that I had this one. I'm actually going to contact the guy tomorrow because he's from Vancouver Island. So he's only here for a short time. I actually think this is the prize of all the ones that I have. So since he is a collector, I don't know if he saw this. So I'm going to try and, yeah, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to put that in the car and see if I can upsell him, upsell my local guy. So yeah, he bought everything I had for $110. I was happy to get rid of it all. It was less than what I wanted to get out of them, but now I have a little bit more knowledge about what to look for. Anyhow, I'm done now. It's late. Later.